Hey guys, it's Jason here with Train 2.0. We're going to go over how to get a faster first step. So if you're a player right now whose coach maybe tells them, or maybe their parents are in their ear bugging them, saying that you need a faster first step so that you can get to the puck, right? We all know that feeling of you're just half a step behind, you just can't hit the gas hard enough to get to that puck, and someone else beats you to it, or someone else gets into a better chance than you. That sucks. But imagine being able to be that guy, be that player who's first to the puck, who is confident in their foot speed, per se. I don't like that term, foot speed, but anyway, we'll leave that for another time. But that player who knows that they can get to that puck if they have to. Imagine that feeling. So, what are some different things you can try if you've tried this already to get a better stride or better first step? You know, coaches will say, oh, you need to go and do power skating, or you need to go and work out. Now, this player that we're looking at here has done both those things. But what actually was needed to get a better first few steps was working on his technique and just showing him how it felt. So this is about 5 minutes into our session with Ollie here, and we've already made some big improvements, but I wanted to start capturing it on video so that we could see the rest of the improvements. So what we're just going to do here is we're going to watch what happens when he makes his first few strides, and then we'll just kind of talk about the boring physics of it and how you can get a faster few strides so you're winning those races to the pucks. So we have here, he takes off from a standstill, and his blade is going to plant. And you see here, the blade plants, and he's able to push right off. Now on his next stride, what happens? His blade plants. If we can see here, it's gliding for a bit. It glides, it glides, it glides before he starts to push. And then on the third one here, it glides, it glides, it glides, and now it starts to push. So what we see here is if you're pushing in a certain way, you're striding in a certain way, you're going to be able to use your muscles to directly push back on the ice versus sliding first, giving or wasting time and energy, and then pushing. So if we go back to our second stride here, we see right away he's planting, and then it glides, 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 glides before he pushes. Now we'll look at another example. Shortly after this, we showed him this video, and we'll look at this. So now he plants here. As we can see, it's planted, the blade is rotated out, he's pushing back. Now in his second stride, where he glided last time, he's able to plant. You see his foot plant. Struggled to find it, but he found it, and now he's pushing. And that allows his muscles to push back directly on the ice instead of sliding. Now on his third step, you can see he plants, the skate blade glides a bit, and now he's pushing here. So you see there's quite a delay between when the foot plants here and glides, and now where he starts to actually generate forward momentum. Now, if you kind of got a chance to see, I'll back it up a bit. On these ones where he's able to rotate his foot out and push, it's almost like he's running on the ice. But then on this third one, it's almost like he's kind of shuffling along. So in comparison to this highly skilled individual here, not doing any shameless self-promotion or anything, watch the difference. I'm just a bit older, that's all. So taking off, look, with the blade completely outward facing, I'm able to drive my knee a lot harder, almost as if I'm sprinting. And I'm able to take off forward. Now, the next foot plants out, and look, there's no movement. The blade just directly opens, and the leg can directly push back. There's no dead time or dead space there. Third step, or second step, again, plant it out, no slide, and I'm able to push right away. And on the third one, there's just a tiny bit of slide, but I'm able to push again really, really quickly. So again, notice that because I'm rotating the blades out, I'm able to actually push right back, and I don't have to kind of push sideways like you see a lot of players do. So because I'm able to push back, I'm actually able to kind of keep generating force almost as if I'm running or sprinting. Now I want to show you what this actually looks like on the ice. So if you get out and have a clean sheet of ice, you can look at what this looks like. So here we have, right here you can see one of Oliver's strides when he first began, and then this is one of his strides almost right after. So this is a big difference because this shows that he actually had a bigger stride on this one, right? Because he generated more power and got his foot out further. And then he didn't need to glide and waste all this time here before pushing. Boom. In this case, he was able to land and push in the exact same motion, getting him further faster. Similarly, this one's a little harder to see. This is his third step with his left foot. So here, right here, is his one of his first strides, or the first time trying this. And as you can see, he needed a big glide before he generated any power at all. In this one, he was able to generate power much more quickly, therefore propelling himself forward faster. Now, just to show you the kind of the before and after, we'll just watch this and just watch how as soon as this left blade doesn't do a good job planting, Oliver kind of looks like he's shuffling a little bit in order to skate. Now in comparison to this is at the end of our session. So because he's actually pushing directly back into the ice, he can get his body weight more forward, just like a sprinter would, right? Imagine Usain Bolt coming out of the blocks. Body weight is forward. That's allowing him to push back. And in this case here, Oliver was able to, because he's actually gripping the ice and pushing directly back behind him, he's able to get his body weight forward, and it doesn't look like he's kind of shuffling anymore. So my recommendation here is to, if you are jumping on the ice, make sure to warm up really well beforehand. But what you can do is once that ice is fresh and you're heading out with your team, jump out and practice a few starts and look at your markings on the ice. Are you having markings like this on your first few strides, or are you having markings like this? Obviously, we want that shorter, sharper marking. So if you can adjust how you're pushing and obtain marks like these instead of these, that's something that you want to do if you want to be one of those players who's getting to the puck faster. Now, of course, lifting weights and plyometrics and power skating is going to help, but none of it's going to help if you never learn to hit this technique just like this. So give this a shot. Let me know how this goes, and best of luck getting to those pucks.